Savara here with Mother Trucker Yoga. I hope you're doing great. Hopefully the day has been off to a good start during this absolutely insane time. I still don't know what to think about all this. Maybe you're like me and you go one direction one day and then another direction another day. And then other days it just feels like it's another day. But happy Good Friday to those of you that are observing the Easter holiday. And if you're out on the road, let me know where you are driving to. If you are parked somewhere and on your break, on your 34, you're home, let us know. Drop it in the comment section where you're tuning in from. Good morning, good afternoon. I suppose it's almost 1 o'clock Central Time, so we're getting towards the afternoon time of today. Hey, good morning. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Drop it in the comment section. We are talking about back pain today. I'm in my truck, not nearly as cool as yours. It's even a little dirty, but we're going to make it work today. We're talking about what to do about back pain. It's Fitness Friday. I hear a lot from drivers. Back pain is one of the biggest complaints that they have. Who's tuning in here? Hey, Kyle, where is home? Where are you tuning in from? Let me know. Hope you're doing well. This is something I'm going to be showing you today that you could definitely do at home in a chair. Obviously, many of you spend time in your truck, probably a lot more time than you'd like. It is your home away from home. I'm going to show you something that you can do to help combat back pain. All right, so this you can actually do in your driver's seat. Obviously, everything I show you in the driver's seat, please use a discretion. If it won't be something to do while driving or it's not safe, definitely wait until you're parked. That's my little disclaimer for today. Kyle's tuned in from Pennsylvania. You guys are on major lockdown out there. We just got our state parks taken away from us here in Wisconsin, which I'm kind of bummed about because we live about a mile away from one. So that's kind of a bummer, but we're going to make the most of it, right? Okay, so we're talking about back pain, what you can do about back pain. So there's a couple of things we need to think about when it comes to having back pain. Now, truck drivers are not the only people that deal with back pain. Roughly about 80% of Americans have had or currently have back pain. So you're not the only ones. And one of our biggest culprits of back pain is sitting. So that means sitting in front of a computer, sitting on the couch, sitting in your truck seat, whatever it is. For many of us, we go from sitting to more sitting to more sitting. Even though it's a different environment, we're still sitting. And that wreaks a lot of havoc on our lower back for a couple of reasons. One, we're in this kind of compacted position, and we actually have a muscle. Here's a little anatomy lesson for you. We actually have a muscle that attaches on the inside of our thigh bone, comes through our abdomen, and it actually attaches, get this, actually attaches to the bottom rib, and then T12, which is your last midline thoracic vertebrae, and then every vertebrae in your lower back. So when you sit for a long time, over a long period, many days in a row, what happens is that muscle gets shorter. That's why when you get up out of your truck, you're like, oh my gosh, why can't I stand upright? You kind of still feel like you're sitting. You feel frozen. You feel stiff. Okay, that's a big reason why. That muscle is not getting lengthened. So one of the things we can do for back pain is you got to get up and walk. That muscle is called the psoas, and it's a mover. The more you walk, you extend your leg back when you walk, you stand up straight, you kind of stretch that hip. That's going to help your back pain dramatically. And if you are sitting most of the day, even after a long run, meaning a long haul, and you're tired, and then you go and you sit, that's not really helping your body. So get up, walk around, move around, stretch your hips, help yourself by doing that. That's going to make a big difference. Try not to sleep in a ball at night. That's going to make a big difference. But what can you do in the immediate? Second thing that you can do is a couple of simple stretching. So twisting, that means rotation, is one of the best things that you can do also for back pain. Think about your back like jelly donuts. That might not be a visual that you want to think of right now if you're hungry, but think about your back, your spine as jelly donuts stacked, okay? And if you've ever had a jelly donut, you know that there's a hole in one side, and when you would squish the jelly donut, it would spurt jelly out one side. Well, that's a lot like our back is, okay? I'm a visual person. So you have these jelly donuts stacked, And if the jelly donut gets squished on one side or multiple jelly donuts, the jelly, or also known as the disc in your back, starts to push out, known as a herniated disc. Some people call it a bulging disc. It's the same thing. So you have a herniated disc now. Now you have back pain. This is an accumulation over time too. Let's use the example of sitting at your truck, okay, in the driver's seat. If you're always sitting with a rounded back, okay, a rounded back, all your jelly is getting squished out the back side of you. So all of the vertebrae in the lower back are opening and the jelly is getting squeezed out. Now you have a herniated disc. Now you have back pain. How do I combat that? I don't have it in this truck. We actually my husband cleaned the seats a little bit, but back shield is a great thing. Get a back shield on your seat to help realign your spine. Your body can actually give you kind of that cueing to know that you're sitting in the right position because your pelvis is like a bowl. So if you feel like your hips or your pelvis are tipped backwards, the jelly is squeezing out of the donuts, the cereal is spilling out of the bowl. Although it might feel comfortable, it's a recipe for disaster. So you want something that makes you sit more upright. Look at this huge gap. I sit like this, or now I'm upright. I sit back, now I'm upright. That's a really big gap between me and the truck seat to be sitting effectively to reduce back pain. These are things, you guys, that you can fix immediately. These are things that are in your control to help you reduce pain. Also, when you're sitting more upright, I might need back shield or something else here. You're also going to reduce impact, okay? This is huge because many of you are driving, and even if you have good air brakes, even if you have a good seat, even if you have all this other stuff, there's still that impact that you're constantly fighting against all day long, okay? I don't care who you are. Nobody's body is made out of steel. When we don't sit upright, when we're like this, or we're like this, or we're like this, how many of you lean? Or you lean this way and you're driving and you do that for a really long time, your body is no longer stacked. Those jelly donuts are no longer in a stacked position. We no longer can absorb the impact of the truck. And it might not seem like that's a big deal, but now be driving for a month, a year, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 50 years, and not be able to absorb that impact. Now you have neck pain. Now you have jaw pain. Now you have chronic headaches. Now your shoulder hurts. Now you have this weird thing in your shoulder because you've been sitting like this all the time. Now the right side of your lower back is constantly hurting because you're not sitting with your jelly donut stacked accordingly. When you're stacked, it's like a pogo stick. Now I can do a better job of absorbing the impact my truck is making me have to endure. These are all just really little things that you can do to take a little bit better care of yourself. One of the things that my goal for each and every one of you is that you see that there are things that you can do every single day to improve your health. Truck driver or not, there are many things that are within our control. So step one, can I get out and can I stretch my legs? Can I get out and walk? What if every time you got out of your truck, you just took one big lap around the truck, the entire truck, or 2 or 5? What if you did that every single time? Not only would that stretch that psoas muscle I talked about, but it's going to boost your metabolism. It's going to induce I can't talk right now. Endorphins and serotonin. I was trying to say that at the same time. It wasn't working. And oxygenate your body and your muscles to reduce cramping. Okay, can I get a support seat? So again, I'm just going to show you this, how dramatically different this is. Here I'm sitting, I'm tired, I get in my truck after a while, I'm kind of slumped. Okay, now my jelly donut's squishing out, I can't absorb impact. It might feel comfortable, but it's not doing me any good. Also, I'm putting pressure on my lungs, on my stomach, on my intestines, which makes digestion really hard. If I sit upright, now my pogo stick works. Now my jelly donuts are stacked. Now I can absorb impact. Now my lower back doesn't hurt. Watch yourself. Are you a leaner? Are you a leaner? It's okay to do once in a while, but just watch the patterns. Do I need something? Back Shield. Use our code MTY10 and you get 10% off. I just love Back Shield, okay? Like, they are absolutely awesome. You absolutely need to have one. If you don't love it, I will literally buy yours from you. That's how much I absolutely love Back Shield. So you need to be upright. And then finally, what is a stretch that I could do, that you could do in the truck, in the driver's seat, that can help with that stiffness, with back pain, with that feeling of like you're locked up when you get out of the truck, which happens to people even when they're sitting at a computer. They get up because they haven't been getting up, and now their body feels locked up and stiff. So rotation, twisting. But there's a couple of things, when implemented correctly, this works really well. When done incorrectly, sometimes you can make things more harmful than good. So listen up, watch carefully, and then implement this on a regular basis. And I can show you other stretches that you can do that can be equally as good, if not better. Okay, so when you're rotating, when you're twisting, think of it like wringing out a wet towel, okay? So if you take a big beach towel, you dump it in the pool, you take it out, instead of balling it all up, you're going to have one person at each end, and you're going to start to twist. And what do you do when you do that? You actually pull the towel tight and then twist, right? So that's what we're going to do to our spine. I'm going to sit upright versus sit this way and twist. So as I sit upright, I'm going to use my steering wheel. I could use my armrest. I don't have one in here, but I can use the cup holder. When we twist away, I can use the door, or I could even grab on to the seat belt. And if you grab both ends of the seat belt, it doesn't go, obviously. So that's a good grip. Find something to hold on to. Maybe the handle on the door as well. So just kind of visualize, get your landmarkers, maybe the back of the seat. Everyone's truck is a little different, and figure out what you can grab hold of. So I'm sitting nice and tall. If I go towards you, which is going to be your left, my right. So as I rotate, I'm going to stick my outside arm and hold on to the steering wheel. Now I have a grip. Now I have a little leverage point. Disclaimer, more does not equal better. So don't give 500% of your force in this twist, okay? This is about noticing where you don't twist, not where you're really mobile or flexible. So nice big breath in. Nice big breath out. Nice big breath in. And I want you to start to rotate your body. So usually the rib cage rotates first. It's the most mobile because that lower back is super stiff and sticky and stuck. So notice where you're turning really easily, okay? Once that easy part turns, I need you to start thinking about the area that's sticky or stuck. So let's work from the bottom. So nice deep big breath in. Think about trying to turn where your belly button is. Okay, and you're going to exhale. Then take another nice deep breath in. And now I want you to think about turning from the bottom of the ribs. There's a deflation that's happening. Now my lower back, you should be feeling a pull in your lower back. Just know there's a difference between pain and uncomfortable. Life is uncomfortable, people. So embrace the discomfort. Nice deep breath in. And now this time I want you to try to turn at the heart without sinking, without rounding, or without overarching your back. My jelly donuts are stacked. Now look at how I'm finding a place for my back hand. Nice deep breath in. Now see if you can rotate your shoulders even more. Try to keep them level. And again, nice deep breath in. Now try to rotate your head. Keep it level and try to look over your shoulder as far as you can. Even challenge your eyes because you've been looking forward all day. Let's see if we can take a couple of breaths here. 5 is a good goal. Keep both of your hips on the seat. Nice deep breaths in and then wring out your towel. Nice deep breath out. And then after about 5 breaths or so, slowly unwind. So we kind of went in a stacking motion, okay? First we turned at the belly, then we turned at the ribs, then we turned at the heart, then we tried to turn our shoulder girdle without jacking a shoulder up, and then keeping our chin level, we turned the neck. A lot of times people don't walk you through how to do the stretch. I see this a lot. They're like, oh, do this twist. And then we do the twist and it's like, am I doing this right? Am I feeling the right things? So we want to focus on how we do something, not just doing it, okay? So work in stages so that you honor all parts of your spine and you get those sticky parts. And then make sure you're turning your head. You could also do this during the day. Just rotating your neck as much as you can both directions, because rotating the head is like turning a lid on a jar, okay? It's going to affect the rest of the body. But here's a fun fact. Your bladder is actually hanging from strings known as fascia, or like tissue, that's attached into your neck. So if you're not turning your head at all during the day, fun, super cool fact, you're not stimulating those muscles that support your bladder, okay? The invention of the backup camera may be the worst, greatest invention ever. I always joke about the swivel chair the same way. So you have to make sure that you're turning your head, that you're rotating your spine. You're gonna do the same thing and go the other way. I can use my seatbelt, I can hold on to it, hold on to the door, to the chair, whatever it is. Don't just yank. Try to stay upright. Keep your hips planted and move up your spine slowly, noticing the areas that don't twist well. Those are the areas that are stiff. Those muscles are locked up, and that area of the body is not being used properly. Do not skip over that. You could also do a twist laying down in your sleeper at night, or on the floor at your house, or in your bed, or whatever it is. Pay attention to the areas that don't move. Those are your problem areas. Those are the areas that you want to focus on. You guys, back pain is not a death sentence. Back pain is not something you just have to say, well, I guess I'm going to check that off on my list and have that for the rest of my life. It is not something that you have to live with and be in pain for the rest of your life. I have worked with thousands of people from all walks of life over the last 20 years, and I have seen people go from not being able to get up, not being able to get on the floor, chronic back pain on medication, to horseback riding. So you can do this. You just have to start taking care of your body. And when implementing these types of things correctly, you are going to feel the relief that you're looking for. I hope that this was helpful for you today. And obviously, if you haven't yet, Stiff Mother Trucker, you guys know I'm really passionate about helping people with their health. We came out with a pain relief cream, Stiff Mother Trucker. Check it out. Go to our website, mothertruckeryoga.com or stiffmothertrucker.com, and check it out. We do free shipping, so that's already taken care of for you. It can ship to your house or wherever you need it to be. We're working on getting in some truck stops, so if you know a place that would love to carry some pain relief cream for truckers, please let us know. Reach out to them and reach out to us, and we'll give you a little shout out as well. But we appreciate you guys and all that you're doing during this crazy time, but even just every day as well. But try our twist. Try these tweaks and tricks for back pain. Let us know what you think. If you have a pain point or you have something that you want us to talk about, please let us know. Most importantly, share out this video. Share this video out on your page. Let other people know that there's some solutions out there for them to help reduce back pain that they can do starting today, right now. That's the beauty, is that you can start doing this right now and gain relief for yourself. Let me know if you have any questions and drop them in the comment section. I always come back to videos and comment back and answer any questions that you might have. I'll leave you with one final thought. You only get one body, and replacement parts are never as good as their originals. So take care of the body that you got starting today. Bye, guys.